Boom! Welcome back to the podcast, man. It's Cozy Conversation with your boy Cozy Boy Matt, man. And we're back in the dungeon, as you boys can see. Let me tell y'all what happened, man. I always got some shit to explain to y'all, apparently. So look, I had a plan to do a podcast this past weekend, the one that just passed, and I was gonna hook y'all up with a fire ass video today, man. Me and the homie was gonna get on here and shoot the shit, but plans got canceled. We was outside. It's gonna be outside, nice little outside setting and everything, man, for y'all to look at. But that didn't happen. But I did try to record by myself, and my phone fucking stopped recording. So hopefully this motherfucker will stay with us today. Please, phone, don't do too much. All right, man. Matt, go ahead and roll the intro for me, dog. Appreciate it.
Serious, you fucking piece of shit!
Cozy.
Bow, you back from the intro just like that, Fort Nigga. No, I'm just playing. You back from the intro though, man. So y'all gotta make sure I'm put up today. My last video, let me sit the fuck back. My last video got a age restriction. I think it's because my ninny was hanging out. I said that shit was gonna happen, man. I thought I was smarter than YouTube, but I guess I wasn't. So we gotta make sure we put away this episode, y'all. We might have to go back to the sleeve shirts. You niggas are probably wondering, Matt, why are you wearing all these fucking sleeveless shirts, man? It's hot and it's summertime. That's just what I do. I usually get some shirts I don't normally wear that much anymore. I cut the sleeves off them hoes, and then that's a summer attire with some cool little shorts and my slides. But let's get into the nitty gritty, man. As you boys know, Hulk Hogan has passed away. I'm gonna give a RIP to Hulk Hogan real fast, man, before I get into anything I'm about to say. RIP Hulk Hogan. Condolences go out to his family and everything. But bro was a fucking bit of a racist. Not even a bit. Pretty big racist. If you boys don't know, let me give you a backstory of the Hulk Hogan being racist thing, so you guys just don't think I'm just out here just spitting out bullshit. So back in like 2007, for some reason, Hulk Hogan's friend wanted him to sleep with his wife. So Hulk Hogan was like, all right, cool. And Hulk Hogan was single. He just got divorced, so he was like, all right, it's cool. And he recorded it. But that got leaked. But also, for some reason, I don't know why the Hulkster brother thought he was comfortable around these niggas like that, but he decided to go on a rant about how his daughter's dating a N-word, and if hard ER N-word, and if she is gonna be dating any N-word, she need to be dating $100 million worth N-word, one of those basketball playing N-words. I think I might have added that last one in, but that's basically what he said. I mean, the whole thing is damn near word for word. I actually had to double check and reread. I screenshotted it and I had to double check and reread before I brought this up in the pod. But dude, holy shit. The internet is having a fucking field day with this man's death. Also, another reason people don't really fuck with Hulk Hogan is because he wasn't. Everybody knows him from WWE, right? Wrestling, he was a wrestling guy. But he did not like to. He liked to play politics a lot backstage, so people didn't really like him for that. Throw a couple examples. Jesse the Body Ventura was a WWE wrestler back in the day. And he was like, dog, we're getting fucked up out here, man. We need to unionize. We need to get better this, better that, better da, right? So he had a little thing going backstage, like in the locker room. Like, we're going to fucking get Vince McMahon. We're going to tell him we ain't doing shit till we unionize. And Hulk Hogan got a word of that, went and told Vince McMahon, and the rest is history. They got beef till this day. What else? He also was just like one of those guys that was like, hey, you got to lose the da-da-da tonight. And he was like, I'm not going to be there then. Or I'm not doing it. Or he wouldn't want to lose the title to people. Or he just used his creative control a lot. And so he just wasn't I guess he was cool backstage sometimes, I guess, from what I've heard. But, like, most of the time, he just, like, especially when he was wrestling, niggas was like, mm-mm. But I remember he had came out to the Raw debut on Netflix. And he thought he was going to get, I guess, a fucking standing ovation or some shit. I don't know. But he fucking went out there, tried to cut a promo. He was trying to promote his his Real American beer. And the crowd was not feeling him. Bro got fucking booed out of the building. It was in Los Angeles. And then I remember like the next day or the day after, maybe he was like, oh, they only did that because it's Los Angeles, man, and then Trump, Trump had just gotten office this for a second term or whatever, and he's like, oh man, I was real mad, I was supporting Trump, that's why they booed me. That's not why they booed you, gang. Everybody knows your past now. That was the thing. I don't think he was aware that people knew that he was a piece of shit. So, but oh, and another thing, the Undertaker is a Trump supporter. That nigga didn't get booed that night. He got a standing ovation, if anything. But hey, man, what the fuck do I know? But yeah, we're gonna give a cool little RIP to Hulk Hogan, man. I actually was reading on okay, so let me give y'all a little bit of like prefix on this. So when in WWE, say like a guy like Hulk Hogan is letting Macho Man win the match or whatever to get the championship, that's called in wrestling terms getting put over. So to explain the joke real quick, so that's just what that means. So you let somebody win, or like letting somebody get their shine or something, And somebody tweeted and was like, "Damn, Hulk Hogan didn't even put Ozzy Osbourne over for 24 hours." Man, the internet's undefeated. That shit was funny though. I don't really know too much about those niggas other than Hulk Hogan, but I mean, I'll probably would have laughed a little harder if I knew something about Ozzy Osbourne. But yeah, man, RIP to those motherfuckers, man. That was just crazy shit though that he died. You would think that Hulk Hogan was never gonna pass away, bro. He was literally the immortal one. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's crazy though. He did give I guess a pretty decent contribution. Jesus, what the fuck? Sorry, y'all. Y'all know this. I'm getting off work, man. My brain is fucking mush, dude. And today was just bullshit at work. Of course, I'm not gonna tell you niggas where I work or anything like that. Well, I do want to vent a little bit about this shit, man. They're just doing bullshit. They just been on bullshit a lot lately at my job, and yeah, they're making it fucking rough on niggas for no goddamn reason. Niggas just trying to get there and get a paycheck, dude. That's literally it, man. And that's another thing about me, bro. If we ever work together, or like for some reason y'all niggas we end up working, who knows? We end up working with each other one day. Nigga, I'm a nigga that just wants to be left. Just tell me what to go do and I'm gonna go do it, bro. That's it. I don't want niggas over my shoulder all day. I don't want I mean, I guess like jobs, you gotta have rules and whatever, whatever. But like nigga, just be cool. Let me do what I gotta do. And if I'm doing it safely and wearing what I'm supposed to be wearing or whatever, whatever, just get off my dick, bro. Just get off my dick. They're on like ask about jewelry and like they made me take my earring out all the time, my necklace, and it's not even one of those places where you really got to do that. And especially, I drive a forklift, so nigga, I don't need to do that at all. Anything that them niggas are fucking with, I'm not even around. Like anything like that for my shit to fall off in or whatever. I know it could get caught, but I'm not doing anything that getting caught on anything either. But whatever, man. I just felt like I had to get that off my chest. Oh, there's this lady at work, but I ain't even going. I ain't even gonna do that today, y'all. This when I get home from work, man, I try to forget that I even have a fucking job. This right now is just this is what this is right now. Just me and you. We locked in. I don't even know what the fuck a job is, man. It's just us. Um, but what else is going on? What the fuck? What else is going on in the world, man? Hulk Hogan passed away. Um, oh, dog. Did y'all see that fucking episode of the new episode of South Park with Trump? Oh my god, bro. What the them niggas on South Park are fucking ballsy. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to add this mic to this little clip thing. This little poker right here. Man, I did this a couple in the last podcast, maybe. I can't remember. I think I did this in the last episode and it just cut to this. That's because my camera stopped recording and y'all didn't see me break this down. So I guess y'all get to see it a little bit now. But yeah, bro, I saw that shit on Threads. I saw a clip of it on Threads, and I was like, dude, there's no fucking way this is real. If you know what I'm talking about, then they like at the end they do this deep fake of Donald Trump, and it looks fucking real. So when I saw that clip first on Reels, and I was or not Reels on Threads, and I was like, what the fuck? What is this? And everybody's like, South Park sending shots at Trump, blah, 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 just all that bullshit. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And that's all I saw. So I'm like, there's no way South Park did this shit. But then I'm seeing clips from the actual South Park animation of like Trump in bed with Satan, bro. Dog, them niggas are wild. If you don't know what's really going on, I can give somewhat of a backstory. I don't know too much of it, but I'll give y'all somewhat of a backstory. So Trump and Stephen Colbert somewhat have beef, and Trump somewhat, well, I guess like not Trump, but the Trump administration was somewhat behind canceling the Late Show with Stephen Colbert. And he wasn't really fucking with that. I guess he maybe had said his things about Trump over the years or whatever. So they always had a little beef. And so Trump was like, I'm canceling that bitch and I'm popping my shit on you. I'm telling everybody on Twitter, so or whatever the fuck he tweets on. So he got on there and got on a whole fucking spiel about how the late show isn't even funny. Da 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 da. All this shit, basically shit on Stephen Colbert and all this shit. Uh I did see like a lot of clips from like the Daily Show and like different late night shows taking shots at Donald Trump too, because like I guess they were a little community, but like they weren't fucking with us. Like, that's our homie, bro. You're not finna just do all that, blah 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 blah. So that trickles down from getting TV shows canceled and shit now. You know what I mean? And I guess South Park and Trump have had their thing and before, and so niggas are just waiting like they're gonna do this next. So, but they're really petrified on the not petrified, but like the South Park guys and like whatever, they're really like, whew, shit. Okay, if this fucking we doesn't get canceled or whatever, we make it to the next episode for this new season. All right, we're in there. But like the episode was basically about Trump implementing Jesus in schools, whatever, which is whatever. But like Stan's dad had a problem with it, and so he's like, "Fuck this, that's not happening." I don't want you fucking hanging out or trying to eat lunch with Jesus. Cause like we're the whole thing, not the whole thing, but like it was a problem for Stan because he was just like the table was full. We couldn't let Jesus sit at our table. That was like the most quick. Like I how I just dropped that on y'all is how it got dropped on us. Like Stan gets called to the principal's office for not letting Jesus sit at his table because there was no room. And so then Stan's dad, Randy, really didn't like that shit. So then, he calls and blah blah blah. And it becomes a whole thing. And then Trump's like, I'm gonna sue you guys. And he sues South Park. And then, it's a whole thing. And then so they're like, they get the price down to like he's suing them for like $5 billion or some shit like that. So that they get the price down to like 3 million by the end of the episode. And Kyle's dad is the lawyer, and he's like, yeah, but we have to do like ads for him now. And so then that's where we lead with the Donald Trump deepfake thing. That's where then it goes to that, and it's like, and it says 1 of 50. So I don't fucking know if they're gonna keep trying to do those at the end of the episodes or what. But South Park is definitely on Trump's ass with that shit now. So I guess we're gonna see how that plays out. Speaking of Trump, I don't know if you boys caught this, but did y'all see that? The Department of Justice told Trump that he's actually in the Epstein files multiple times. Did y'all see that shit? Because I did, and I was like, I don't know if y'all remember me talking about it in the last episode. Was it the last episode? Maybe the episode or two before that. But I was talking about that, and yeah, I didn't want to get too political or too messy with that shit, man. But Trump's kind of fucked himself with that because you can't tell people like what that ain't shit, what that ain't fucking exist, man, and then what, blah, 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 and saying all this bullshit, and then they're like, actually, my nigga, you are on that shit, but now he's saying, I had the, and this is his fucking exact words. He said, I had the no, I hadn't had the pleasure to go to his island. He offered me a couple times. I'm paraphrasing. That's not the exact word. I can't remember. But I saw it like 2 days ago. That's my bad, y'all. I'm paraphrasing. But he says like, uh, basically like he offered, but I didn't go. I didn't have the pleasure of going. I remember him saying I didn't have the pleasure of going, or I got the pleasure of the invite, or something, or I got the invite. I think he said he didn't get the. I don't fucking. Yeah, he said he didn't get the pleasure to go at first. That's what he first said. That this is like recent, a couple days ago in their interview, and it's just like, nigga, what the fuck? Do you know what's going on? There's just There's just a bad line of communication going through the Trump administration, and I'm not trying to like praise any other administration. I'm just saying as of right now, their communications is not the best. They got to start relaying this nigga some messages like, hey, bro, hey, actually, don't go say that because we just found out that you are on the Epstein file. So don't try to act like they don't exist. They should, I don't know, maybe should have warned the nigga or something. I just feel like he played in our faces a little too much now. Now it's getting hard for me to believe a lot of shit that's going on in the fucking world, and that's not too hard to do. I believe a lot of shit, but I don't know, man. I hope that nigga gets that shit figured out, man, and stop fucking with us like that. Cause, dude, you are president for the next 3.5 years, bro. Please lead us in the right direction, bro. Please. We don't have no time for this bullshit. Did he or did he not do the shit, dude? You're president. If you did the shit, step the fuck up. You already been president once, so if it's crazy messy, bro, just bounce. Just be all right. I'm passing it over to JD Vance. I'm out of here, y'all. It was cool being a president 2 times though. Like, just do that, bro. Just bow out gracefully. Bow out. That's all you gotta do, man. All you gotta do. But we didn't come here to fucking get political, man. This isn't what this fucking podcast is, dog. We came here to talk about some real fucking shit. So today is fucking damn July. I ain't even gonna say the date just because I don't want this to get too dated because it's gonna come out Thursday and I'm recording this, of course, beforehand. Hold on, y'all. Let me check. We still recording, Matt. All right, we still recording. I just had to make sure. You fuck with this goddamn phone. Anyways, though, I'm not even gonna get too date specific because I don't want this podcast to be too dated. You know what I'm saying? I don't like listening to podcasts when they're bringing up dates and shit. I'm like, oh fuck, this shit's old. Skip. But anyways, um, so it's the end of July, man. Now as a full grown out of school adult, I'm this is just a normal regular ass day for me. But man, these kids, dog, they got school coming up, bro. And I just thought about this the other day. It's like, dog, the first fucking week of school was the wildest fucking like mix of emotions, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you okay, let's go to the week before the first week of school, right? That whole week, you're like, oh fuck, man, I want these days to last longer. I don't want to go back to school. Da 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 da. Like you're a little excited, but you're not. You know, you in your head, you know what the first day fit gonna be. You know what shoes you getting. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, all right, I know I'm gonna be fresh, but I just don't want to go, man. I want to enjoy my summer. Da 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 da. You know, and then it gets to fucking Monday, right? Monday of the week before. You got to go to school. And you're like, all right, you know, it's Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday go by. And you're like, all right, days going by a little fast. What the fuck's going on? And you got Thursday and Friday. And you're like, all right, at least it's Friday. But then I got to go to school in a couple days. Saturday, nigga, that's the make or break day. You got to tee up with your homies. Do what you got to do. That's mainly what everybody's doing. One last hurrah, trying to have a back to school party or whatever. You know what I mean? And then Sunday comes. The worst. And then don't let it be Sunday afternoon, bro. Sunday evening. Oh my, fucking gross. I hate that shit till this day. Knowing I have to get up in the morning to go to work. But anyways, you come up on that Sunday, right before the first day of school. You lay all your shit out on the bed. You're like, all right, I'm gonna be fresh. I'm gonna get up early in the morning. And you always end up getting up like an hour before you actually have to be at school, man. You got your motherfucking school clothes on you in the mirror. Yeah. Nigga, I'm fresh, nigga. What this motherfucking polo, nigga? Ain't no niggas got this at school. I'm fresh. You know what I'm saying? You hyped up, you know what I mean? And get on the bus, man. You get on the bus, cuz, and then that'd be the best. That'd be the best time, cause then you're like, all right, I see who rides my bus this year. This is lit. You go find your homies. Then y'all get ready to y'all walk into school. Y'all mobbing in school together. Then y'all whoop de woo at breakfast. Ha ha. Oh dog, this is crazy. Meeting up with all the niggas you ain't see all summer. Oh, you fresh? You fresh? And then the class bell rings. All that shit gets sucked away. Now you're like, fuck, I gotta lock in. But then you get to your first class, you realize, oh damn, never mind, we fucking off all day. This is just another time for me to flex my fit. Whole day goes by, you know, you cruising through shit, you hustling and bustling, you know. You get home, you tired as hell, but then the second day comes, nigga, and you don't want to go at all, bro. Then second day passes, you it's whatever, and then the third day comes, and you're like, fuck, you really don't want to go. You go again, then you get homework. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Then you actually got to start learning shit on the third day. All right, y'all. This is the first day of the first chapter we're learning. We usually have tests on that. As soon as you hear test, you're like, oh my God, my nigga, miss me with that shit, bro. That shit. I know it's hot in here, man, but that shit's making me. Oh. Damn, I hope I ain't get no titty in there, boy. I'm about to edit that shit. I'm about to put a motherfucking sticker over there, boy. YouTube try to get me for that. But man, I know I'm sweating now, but this shit's giving me anxiety just thinking about the first day, first week of school, bro. And then that first Friday, you're like, fuck yes, you be teed as fuck. First Friday, you go spend the night at your homies. Saturday comes, Sunday comes, and you're like, fuck, school tomorrow. and it's just that end of the cycle. But I'm not saying, man, school ain't good for you. School's great. Don't drop out or anything if you're young and you're listening to this. School's amazing. Stay in school, but I don't know, man. It just got to that time of year, and I'm seeing all these people fucking school shopping, man, and getting like back to school clothes and supplies and lunches and this. And I'm just like, fuck, dude. I'm so happy I don't deal with that shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just so happy I don't got to deal with that shit right now. If you don't know, I got a kid. I got a daughter. She's 1.5. She's just in daycare right now, popping her little shit, talking, being smart and shit. You know. But I'm not ready for the first day of school with her. When she's a kid, it'll be exciting and fun. And then I just know middle school is just not gonna be the move. And I'm not even gonna be upset because I get it, bro. Like I just broke down to you niggas. I get it. This shit sucks. I hate when I know a younger person. And I'm like, man, you got school starting up already? Fuck, that shit sucks, dude. But then you gotta understand though, if you're in school, man, cherish that shit, bro. Cause you're not gonna see your homies like you did. You're not gonna fucking have that social life you did. You're just not, and that's cool. Cause you won't have another summer break. Cause every fucking day is school. Basically, you're at work every day, except maybe the weekends if you get a Monday through Friday job. But hey, man, that's the adult life, gang. So enjoy that motherfucking shit. But shit was just we talking about back to school and shit. I guess I drop a couple school stories on you niggas real fast. What's going on, y'all? Sorry, I gotta break into the pod real fast. Gotta do this ad read for W Energy. Had to write it down. Drop this shit. All right, picture this: you're dragging through your day one afternoon. Your energy tank is on empty, and your brain feels like it's running on dial-up. Enter W, any enter W Energy. My bad, y'all. This is a game changer. Seriously, it's like rocket fuel for your brain, y'all. For real. I'm talking zero crash, just smooth, sustained energy. It keeps you dialed in without without jitters. Plus, it's packed with the good for you ingredients, so you can ditch the guilt and power through your day like a boss. Man, they got flavors like blue raz, grapefruit, and what is it, mango madness. They got other ones on there that I saw. Yeah, man. But look, this is what I'm gonna do for y'all, right? Throw y'all a little 10% off. Y'all decide to go shop over there at W, man. You just gotta use the promo code Cozy Pod. That's COZYPOD to get 10% off. Now that's just me messing with y'all because y'all my dogs, so I feel like I gotta tap y'all in. So feel me again. That's the code COZYPOD. That's Cozy Pod for the promo code, all caps, man. I want to thank W for sponsoring the podcast, y'all. Let's get back to it. I was actually thinking about this the other day. So when I actually tried to film the podcast the first time and the shit didn't work. So I back in the day, okay, I went to McGarry Middle School here in Evansville, Indiana. If you're from Evansville, you know where McGarry's at, and you probably was in class with me. So we were maybe, damn, 7th grade, 8th grade. Fuck. I'm gonna say 8th grade. I'm gonna say 8th grade just for now. It'll probably come back to me, but I'm gonna say 8th grade for now. So I used to have a big group of homies back in the day, and we all used to walk home from school. School was not too far from our houses, maybe like a 10, 15-minute walk, 20 maybe. Sounds long, but it was cool. Maybe even 25, but we wanted to do that every day. Like we wouldn't get on the bus on purpose to walk home. After a while, I kind of, everybody was just doing, not everybody, but all my homies was doing it, so it was whatever. But so we decide we're all gonna mob home this day. Now let me tell y'all who the main people walking home was, right? All these are my homies, so I'm name dropping y'all. So get ready. So the main people who walked home every single day was me, my homie Race, shout out Race, my homie Theo, shout out Theo, and Devin Daywig, shout out Devin Daywig. So so those are the main motherfuckers. Well, Devin didn't walk with us all the time, but most of the time he was walking with us. But this day, my homie Marcus decided to walk. That's my dog. Shout out Marcus. My homie Marcus decided to walk with us. Devin, another Devin. We called him Cap'n. We called him Cap'n Crunch because his last name was like it started with a K, like Cap'n something. I ain't gonna dox him, but so damn, I just said Devin Daywig. Fuck it, his name is Cap'n, and we used to call him Cap'n Crunch. So or just Crunch. So, anyways, so he'll be Crunch, and Devin Daywig will just be Devin. So this is me on this particular day. We decided to walk home. It's Marcus asked his mom to stay after school to walk home with us. Asa decided to walk home with us. He did sometimes with us, but not all the time. And that Devin kid. So it was me, Race, Theo, Devin, Asa, Marcus, and Crunch, which is the other Devin. Little, we called him Little Devin too, but Crunch. So I don't know if y'all remember, but eighth grade. So there's this thing called the drive-by dunk challenge. So if somebody had a basketball goal in the road, in their like yard or whatever, but in the street, you would drive by and dunk on it and record it and post it. It was whatever challenges back then. And this was like 2018, 2017, 2018. And so we were walking home one day, same streets we walk every single day, mind you. The guy has a basketball goal in the street. So we're like, bruh, we should do the drive by dunk challenge on that. Mind you, bro, there's 7 of us, right? So we're like, all right, one somebody record and we'll all get in a line and just walk and do a dunk, right? So we decided to do that. And we probably get 4 people deep, 5 people deep of doing it. And Devin was a little bigger. So when he dunked, he hung on the goal apparently and bent the rim a little, right? So we didn't know that, but there's it was like an old man's like yard. I guess it was for his kids or something. I don't fucking know. But he comes out and he's like, hey, blah, 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 running, yelling at us, don't do it, get out of here. Blah, blah. So we run off. Okay, I didn't get to do it. I didn't get to do the dunk. I was in the back of the line. Okay, so I didn't get to do the dunk. So we run off and we run off to like this piece of the woods that was over in that neighborhood. Like, man, that wasn't fair, dude. I didn't get a fucking dunk. And then, somebody was like, man, I didn't get a dunk either. And then somebody was like, man, my dunk was trash. So we're like, let's just do it again. He ain't gonna catch us if we have to run again. So sorry, y'all. This disclaimer. I was a delinquent back then. Don't do any of this at home. This is not fun or cool or a funny story. I mean, it's a funny story, but whatever. Anyways, so Boomski, right? We're like, let's run it back. So we line back up. This time I'm second or third. I ain't going out like that again. So I get my dunk in. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody does it, right? Devin hangs on it again. So the rim's like sitting like this, bruh, right? Like this. We don't know that though at the time. So dude comes back out and he's like, hey, and he starts running after us, but like through his yard, right? So we haul ass, right? We run back to that same piece of wood, like, damn, bro, that shit was crazy as fuck. Ooh, all right, let's see the video. So we're all trying to watch the video, right? But when we ran away, okay, let me explain this real quick. So this piece of wood was like in one of my homies' backyard. Not the homie I was with. He moved, but he moved in with his mom. His dad still lived there. So, but it was like a long driveway to like this big fat piece of like wood. And then right when like the woods wasn't that thick. You could walk right through it, basically like a little path, and it would take you to like this dead end of this other street, which my auntie lived. And so whatever. So it's me, Asa, Devin, Theo, and Crunch and Race. And we're all watching the video and we're like, where's Marcus? And we look across the clearing because there was like this clearing, and then like he's in this other little bit of woods, and he's like pointing. What the fuck? And I can't see that far on my glasses. So I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And then so he's like, and I look, and so I'm okay. So everybody's on this side of me, and Marcus is across from me. So I'm like, what? Huh? What? Like kind of. And then he's pointing, so I look, and I see somebody like a little faint little figure, like kind of walking pretty fast towards us. I'm like, what the fuck? So I look back to do this to my friends. Like I said, they're all over my shoulder. Look back, all them niggas are like, bruh, the flash. You would think it literally looked like the first nigga was just running so fast he had motherfuckers like his he was just like when flashed and it's a blur, it was a blur, but the blur was them niggas following the first motherfucker. I don't remember who was first, but them niggas was gone. So I'm like, oh shit. So I run with him. I'm out of there. And then back then, bro, I was fast. So I'm on these niggas' ass with him. Right behind him. I'm like, y'all, what the fuck? That nigga's chasing us, bro. Bro, he ain't just stopped past his yard. And I'm like, let's hide over here in my auntie's yard. My auntie always kept her door locked. She was at work, so I knew she wasn't home. So I was like, come on, let's just hide. Like, my auntie had some cars in her yard. So I'm like, man, let's hide behind these cars and shit. So we're tucked behind these cars, like, fuck. And we're trying to text Marcus, because Marcus was like across the way, and he's like, after you saw that, and I looked, and then I looked at my homies, and they was gone, I was gone. So we didn't know what happened to Marcus. So we're on our phones. None of us have fucking data, barely. I think one person did. So we're trying to like see if he's active on Messenger yet. Mind you, it's been 3 minutes, not even 2 minutes since the nigga told us to fucking run. And so yeah, so and then like Marcus is away over, like that. So we didn't know if he where the fuck if he made it home or not. So we're checking messenger and shit, the whoever has service, and of course it was 2 minutes before the fuck like after the nigga told us that the nigga was behind us, right? So we're looking, and then somebody's like, bro, and we peek over the car, bro. This nigga walked through the woods, through the fucking like walking up the dead end, and then we all pop our head up, and he sees us, so we're like, oh shit! So we start running again, bro. So we run up this street, and there's this corner, right? My homie Preston. All right, y'all. So the fucking video ended up ending on me. So I'm gonna go back a little bit. I ended up talking and telling a whole nother fucking story. I didn't know my phone stopped recording, so talked for 20, 30 minutes and it went away. But it's okay. It's gonna restart. It's gonna restart. But yeah, so my homie Preston lived on that corner, so we hit that corner, man. And because we were gonna go there, that's why I brought that up. So we were gonna go to Preston's, but I was like, oh, he's not even home, bro. We can't because he lived with his mom at the time. It was his dad's house. I was like, bro, he's not even home, bro. We gotta just keep going. We gotta try to make it to Race's house. So we run. Yeah, okay, yeah. We run all, and then like when you hit that corner, there's a I'm talking about long ass stretch, just long ass stretch of road. So we end up fucking running up this fucking stretch of road, y'all. I'm hauling ass, right? We get maybe halfway, a little bit more than halfway, and we look back, and this nigga is still following us, bro. Some Michael Myers shit, walking slow pace. Well, he's walking pretty fast, but he's on some Michael Myers shit, bro. He's not running. So we're like, bro, what the fuck? This nigga just won't stop. So we get a little bit more up the road, and we go off to like this. It's like a road, and then like all these streets, are kind of off the road, just little neighborhoods. So we find this neighborhood, we run. The neighborhood we normally walk down, by the way, is the neighborhood street. And when you go down to the end, there's another dead end, and it's like a church parking lot, right? God, I'm sweating fucking bullets, man. Fuck, this story got me stressing. So, we get to the parking lot of that church, and there's a fence that you can jump over to get to like this other neighborhood. And if you kept walking through that neighborhood and crossed another little street, you could like it was Race's house. I'm talking about you can see Race's house very far in the distance, very far in the distance if you were in that parking lot. So we get to the parking lot, we're like, all right, man, all gas, all right, we're good, like we're straight. I think he's gone. He ain't gonna fuck with us no more. And then like as we're walking up to the fence to like hop over it, Theo looks back. He's like, "Bro, look, y'all, look." We all look, and this nigga's at the end of the street, man, walking up on us. We're like, "Fuck!" So we're all like, "Fuck this dude." We all hop the fence again. Now the fence is not really too high. It's made from the ground, maybe to like your waist, maybe like your belly button. I don't know. We kind of had to jump it as a kid, like vaulted a little bit, but that was about it. And like there was like a little thing you could step on, so they didn't make it too hard. Anyways, not like to jump the fence, but we kind of made it to make it easier. Anyways, so we all see this, so we all hopped this motherfucking fence, and Theo was last. Now, shout out to my homie Theo. Theo was a bigger kid when we were younger. Not huge, but he was a little bigger. Bro, this nigga put his back against the fence, put his arms around that motherfucker, and flipped backwards over it, bro. With the assistance of the fence, of course, but like flip that backwards over it. That was the most athletic thing I've ever seen out of one of my friends, bro. I was like, what the fuck? But he did it so fast and like it wasn't like a like smooth and cool. And fast. I was like, what the fuck? So as we're running, bro, we all kind of looking back, seeing if he's following us. Bro, I shit y'all not. This nigga hurdled that fence. I mean, hurdled that bitch, bro. We were like, what the fuck? Like, that was also, we were like, oh, like shit, right? So we all running, right? And we see this lady, older lady, walking this big ass German Shepherd, bro. Like, mind you, I got some stories too, bro, of us running from dogs, like getting chased by dogs walking home. That's for another day, though. But yeah, this lady's walking this big ass German Shepherd. We're like, hey, and we stop her. We're like, matter of fact, let me go back. So before we stop her and we see her, and we jump the fence and shit, and we see the nigga hurdle the fence. I'm like, man, fuck this, bro. There's fucking 5 of us. Mind you, we've been running, bro, for a cool 15 minutes, like running away from this nigga at this point. For like a smooth 10, 15 minutes. So we're like, bro, I'm like, man, fuck this shit, bro. There's 5 of us. Let's just like intimidate him, like try to jump this nigga or something, right? This was some bullshit. I probably said let's jump him, but nigga, we were kids and he was a grown man. We weren't gonna jump that nigga. So I probably said it like, listen, we on some. I'm like, man, fuck this. Let's intimidate this nigga, bro. Let's jump him or something, And then my homie Ray, being the voice of reason as we needed, he's like, because everybody's man, yeah, everybody's like, yeah. So Ray's like, hold on, Matt. You don't know what that motherfucker got in his pockets, bro. You don't know what he got in his pockets. I was like, oh yeah, you right. That nigga fixed me. That shit fixed me immediately. I was, oh yeah, you right, bro. I'm tripping. So boom, fast forward, we run a little bit up the street, stop this lady as she's fucking sorry. I'm so paranoid that shit's gonna stop. I know y'all keep seeing cuts, but you're not missing anything, trust me. But so, anyways, when we stopped this lady, like, hey, this man's been following us. He won't stop chasing after us. We shot our ball on his basketball. We lied. We shot shot our ball on his basketball goal, and he's been chasing us ever since. Da, da, da. And like as we're trying to like we're all feeding her all this information, so she's like, yeah, like, trying to listen to all of us, right? And the man's still walking up, so we see him and we start running. Like we're like, oh, he's still coming, and we run. And then the lady's like, hey, you stop, you stop. It stops this nigga, right? As she's holding this big ass dog. So why are you chasing these kids? Why? And that's all we heard, bro. So we hear that we're out of there. We're still going. And like I said, you keep running straight up the street. You cross the little busy street, and Race's house is right there. So in the matter of her doing all that, we're fucking gone, bro. We get to Race's house, nigga. We lock the door, shut the blinds. Fucking, we didn't watch TV, bro. We all send that bitch silent. Our phone connects. All our phones connect to Race's Wi-Fi, nigga. And I'm getting blown up by Marcus. Asa got blown up by Marcus. Theo got blown up by Marcus, and like trying to see if we made it or whatever. And we called this nigga, bro. And Marcus is a game head, bro. We called this FaceTime him, video chat him on Messenger, and we're like, bro, did you make it home? He puts his face camera. Yeah, bro. And nigga ain't got no shirt on. He's a little bigger kid too. He ain't got no shirt on. Got his headset on. This nigga eat noodles, bro. Playing the game. He's, yo, I made it home. Y'all good. I was trying to check on y'all. You know, like doing the check. Looking on his phone and show how he playing the game. Now I was trying to check on y'all. Y'all good? Eating his noodles and shit, bro. We're like, what the fuck? Yeah, bro. We're good. We're straight. And then we kind of laughed off, hung up on him, bro. That was some crazy shit, bro. I just, whoo. I don't know, my nigga. Y'all let me know if y'all like little stories like that, man. I like telling them. I got a lot of them shits too, man. Me and my homies were some delinquents. I'm not gonna lie. We have some crazy ass stories. I got some crazy ass stories, like more like that. And like I said, I got stories like us getting chased by dogs and shit, walking over from school. Oh my god, just dumb shit, just dumb shit, man. But fuck it, I'll tell y'all another little story. Let me think of one. Oh shit. Okay, I was just thinking about this the other day too. So y'all, the homie Asa I was talking about. So in eighth grade, I started dating this girl. I'm not gonna say her name. Everybody knows I was dating her, but I'm gonna just change her name for the sake of the story. Her name's Samantha. All right. So me and Samantha are dating, and she had this close ass female friend I was also close friends with too. We had a hella classes together. Her name was Mia. I'm gonna say her real name because that's my dog. Shout out Mia. She know what I'm talking about. She just had a baby, man. Shout out nephew too. So Mia or whatever, was like real close with Samantha, and me and Ace are homies, so we're like, trying to double date and shit, right? Mind you, we both date these girls already, so it wasn't really much of a double date situation. But Samantha's mom, right? Shout out Samantha's mom. She probably not watching this shit and don't know who the fuck Samantha is. But so Samantha's mom worked double or not doubles. She worked 12s, right? So she worked 12-hour shifts and she would work 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. on the weekend, starting on like a Thursday or some shit, right? So nigga, that as a teenager, bro, or like at least eighth grade, we were in eighth grade. I know eighth grade, bro, and I'm acting like this. I know y'all, it's insane. But so eighth graders, nigga, you got the house to yourself, nigga. What? And you got a significant other. Of course, you're gonna try to invite him over. But we're in eighth grade, so we weren't trying to do anything but like fucking kiss. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, bro, I fucking kissed her, some shit like that. Maybe cop a feel or something. Like, we were not trying to do anything fucking crazy. So before your niggas think this story is getting like that, it's not. Like we weren't. Nothing happened at all. So except some crazy shit I'm about to tell you. But the story is like me almost getting caught, or me getting caught sneaking over to a girl's house for the first time. So anyway, so we all make this plan up, right, in this group chat that we had, like how we're gonna do it, whatever, whatever. So the day comes. I think it might have been a Friday, maybe a Saturday. I'm gonna say Saturday. So the time comes, and I'm like, hey mom, I'm gonna go stay the night at Ace's house, which was kind of a red flag because I never really stayed the night at Ace's house by myself. It was always like me, Marcus. Like, and the thing was, like, when we did shit like that, we stayed the night as a group. We made the rounds to everybody's house because everybody had to get their PlayStation or whatever the fuck. So we would all see each other's parents. But hey, we're going to Voodoo's house. Okay, that's fine. So whatever, right? Asa stops by. I don't think he came actually. I actually don't even think he came. And I think I just straight told my mom, like, oh, I'm fixing my camera, so there we go. I think I just straight told my mom, like, yo, I'm going to stay in Ace's house. She was like, all right, just let me know when you get there, text me when you get there, and da, da, da. Which she probably normally said, but I don't ever remember like super checking in with my mom unless I like went somewhere like maybe with somebody's family or something. I don't remember like checking in with my mom if I was going around the corner, staying night at my homie's house. Anyways, so I'm like, all right, yeah, I will. Whatever, whatever. I link up with Asa. We will go walk to Samantha's house, and we, end up just somewhat sneaking in, not really, but getting in there, hanging out. The night gets to going and shit, and we end up like breaking off. So me and Samantha were in her room, and Asa and Mia were in the living room. Right now, like I said, nothing happened. I mean, nothing happened with them. They would have probably both told me nothing happened. They ended up breaking up not too long after that, actually. But anyways, though, so you know what I mean? No, we watching movies and shit, doing our thug thizzle and whatever, whatever, right? Hours pass, 2 or 3 hours, we still over here, bro. And my phone fucking rings. Okay, now I didn't check in with my mom, but I wasn't even thinking to do that. So she calls me and I look, I'm like, oh shit. So I get up, I'm like, turn the lights on, turn the TV off, all this shit. Turn the TV off, turn the lights on. I go open the door, I'm like, Asa, come here. My mom's calling me, bro. He's like, oh shit, oh shit. Hold on, hold on. So we start thinking. I let the phone ring and it hangs up. Like I missed our call. She calls again. So I answer. I'm like, hey mom. Before that. Oh no. I'm like, hey mom, what's up? She's like, what are you? Like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing. Me and Ace just got done playing basketball. That's why I went by my phone. Blah, blah, blah. She's like, oh, all right. Now she's never asked no shit like this. She didn't even know Ace's mom. Never met Ace's mom one time. Never even talked on the phone or nothing. She's like, okay, hey, can let me talk to Ace's mom real quick. Huh? Nigga, what? Nigga, I'm talking about stomach drop to my ass. Nigga, stomach to my ass. I'm like, huh? She's like, let me talk to Ace's mom real fast. And, make sure that I forgot what she said, but she's like, let me talk to Ace's mom real quick. So I'm like, all right. And I put her on mute. And I'm like, bro, she was talk to your mom. And we're all like, fuck. So I'm like, Mia, you need to get on this phone and act like you're Ace's mom. And she's like, what, me? Why me? I'm like, bro, just do it. Just do it. And I knew Mia would do it, though. That's why I asked her. So she gets in there. She's like, hello? And, I just hear like, like coming from the phone, like from my mom. And I hear me like, yeah, okay, okay, okay. All right, here he is. Like, you can hear her tone going down. And I'm like, fuck. I'll take it. I'm like, hello? And she's like, why'd you just have that little girl try to act like that boy's mom and talk to me? And I was like, it was his sister because we had decided that it was going to be his sister if she would have found out, like, in the moment when she was talking to her, when Mia was talking to my mom. And I'm like, it's his older sister. She's like, oh, okay, so his mom not there right now. She said, no, no, no. And I was like, she went to do something or whatever. Middle of the night, mind you, it was like 8, 9 o'clock at night. She's like, okay, well, I'm on my way to Ace's house then. And I was like, okay, all right, we'll see you there. And I fucking hung up, bro. Me and Ace just fucking, I was like, we gotta go, and fucking ran out of out of Samantha's back door and fucking hauled ass up the street. I'm talking about full sprint, damn near all the way almost to Ace's house. And then I'm like, bro, fuck this shit, bro. I might just call my mom and tell her we're not gonna meet my mom there. Looking back, my mom never was at Ace's house, never dropped me off there. Like, we were a big riding the bike, friend group. Like, ride the bike, walk to the homie's house. Like, it was never like have your mom drop you off or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, unless we had like our TV or we're bringing the whole setup to play the game or something. But my mom never did that shit. So she didn't even know where the fuck Ace lived. But in the moment, nigga, I was so fucking scared. I was like, fuck it, bro. I'm calling her, bro. I'm telling her. I'm just gonna be honest. And Ace was like, all right, bro. I don't know if you should do that, but all right. So I call her and I'm like, Mom, okay, I went to Samantha's house and blah, 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 spilled my fucking guts. And she's like, dead silent. She just, come home now. And I'm like, all right. So, nigga, Asa, we dap each other up. He's like, all right, bro, good luck, blah, blah, blah. So I'll start walking home, nigga. I was taking my sweet ass time, bro. I was taking the longest time in the world. I get in the house, bro. My mom sitting on the couch. She's like, had her hand out. I knew what that meant. Give me that phone. I gave her a phone, bro. And she was like, I'm gonna talk to you in the morning. I said, all right. And I just went in my bedroom, bro. And I just first thing I did, I couldn't even text Samantha to be like, yo, that was crazy or da da da. Nothing like that. But ended up getting home. I loaded up my PlayStation, saw that there was a party. Marcus was on, not Ace, Marcus and Crunch and Devin, little Devin from the last story, and Theo from the last story. They're all in the party, and I joined. They're like, oh, how'd it go? How'd it go to, and I'm like, bro. And then Asa, I didn't even get to tell the story at Asa joins, and he's just fucking dying laughing. He's like, Matt, bro, you good, bro? You good? But ended up next morning, ended up talking to my mom. She's just like, look, if you're gonna do stuff like that, you gotta let me know. Don't lie to me. Basically, and the stuff got way more lenient after that. But there's still a couple times I got caught up doing some bullshit like that with my mom. So, whew, man, y'all gotta let me know if y'all like hearing them stories, bro. I like telling them shits, man. I was a fucking delinquent, but I think this might end today's podcast, man. I think this is gonna be the end of the episode. If you listen still, I appreciate you, man. We constantly growing, man. Podcast still going crazy. I'm not gonna stop fucking posting these podcasts, bro. So lock the fuck in, bro. If you're getting tired of seeing me post about the shit, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna stop. Get with it or get gone. You feel me? What's going on with I'm trying to get y'all some updates and shit about the pod. Nothing too crazy. Oh, make sure y'all following the pod on social media, man. A Cozy Convo pod on Instagram and a Cozy Conversation on TikTok. I'll put boom right here, and Matt throw that boom right there. Either one is gonna be the Instagram. It's gonna be the TikTok. Matter of fact, maybe not at the same time. We gonna see. But yeah, man, y'all go follow the social medias, man. Go mess with the clips. I know clips are easy to digest. Not as hard as a whole hour podcast. I get it. But just go follow. You know what I mean? Just so you staying in touch. So you staying in rotation. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of in rotation, I got something waiting on me. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I did an ad read in this probably somewhere in this pod. Ads or sponsors, man. If you got anything you need to promote, hit me up. But Dubby, thank you for sponsoring the podcast, man. Go to Dubby, man. Go order y'all some fucking. They do kind of like a pre-workout, but not pre-workout. It's like an energy powder kind of thing you put mix in water and stuff, kind of like G Fuel, but way better. Gives you it's non-jitter. You're not jittery. You're not crashing off this shit, man. But anyways, it's good shit. I got mine coming in the mail. I'm gonna do a little product review for y'all, of course. But go ahead, use my code CozyPod CozyPod. All all capitalized, man. Get 10% off any of y'all's order, man. That's me hooking y'all up. But Matt, go ahead and the intro, man. Appreciate it. Peace.
Serious? You fucking bitch!